Good morning, everyone. Sorry, it's like, wait a moment. But yeah, I'm still waking up. So yeah, this is Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. It's a wonderful little game that's part of the definitive edition that came out last year. It's it's just a really cool little speed game, and I've had a lot of fun racing this with the rest of the Xenoblade community. I'm pretty sure they're watching this, hopefully. And yeah, and here I have my co-commentator, kungfufruitcup.
Hi, how's it going? You're not done with me yet today.
Yeah, I just woke up, so I have no idea what's going on before.
That's okay. You know what? A good speed run for benefiting for something as great as Moalifun is a great way to start your day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so I'm pretty much ready to begin at any time. So hopefully people are, ready on the timer, and I'll just count down. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So Future Connected, before... Oh, wait, what outfit won? Sorry, I should have checked.
Last time I checked, it was Resort, but I'm sure that...
Yeah, can I just know now? I'm sorry, I just, immediately jumped into this.
Let me double check real quick. And it is Resort.
Cool. So we're going to have Shulk in his... swimming outfit. It's going to be fantastic. Yep, he's ready to go. And also, I immediately switched to casual mode because at the start of the game, because the default setting is normal mode. So the big thing about casual mode is that level penalties do not matter, which is really nice considering we don't have to grind up levels. So this makes the run incredibly quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say for those who don't know, this is one of those games where if you're lower level than the enemy, you start to actually miss. And it's kind of the same in the opposite regard, but the lower you are of a level compared to an enemy that you're fighting and vice versa, the higher
Oh
the
my
ratio
god, that is so lucky.
To missing. Ooh.
They're all converging on me, so yeah, that's really unfortunate. But unfortunately, I messed it up, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see a lot of instances where Aeon is trying to get the focus on Shulk, get the aggro on Shulk so that she can make sure that her teammates are doing what they're supposed to do. And so, it gives you more control as well.
All right. So first things first, if you're wondering the origin of this game is, so this area of the game is called the Bionis Shoulder, and it's supposed to be included in the original game, but they have no time to put it in, the devs from Microsoft. So they decided 10 years later when Definitive Edition came out to put this as the main area that you explore in Future Connected as its own little story. So I thought that was a pretty cool integration of an area that they couldn't fit into the original, but they could for Definitive Edition.
Mm-hmm. For sure. You could see how passionate the people working on this game were about this, enough to want to include this, including the voice actors. Everybody was really, really passionate. So it's just kind of a work of love that they added on to the base game here. It's a good little follow-up story.
Yeah, it's basically a little epilogue to it. Mellie's actually the main character here. So the story basically follows her.
Mm-hmm. If anybody is curious about the story of this game, it is absolutely worth a playthrough of the base game. We're going to skip a lot of cutscenes, I'm sure, but so you're not going to see too much story to spoil you, but maybe it'll entice you to go check out the series. But yeah, again, it is a follow-up. I don't know, I almost treat it like DLC in a way.
Yeah, also I gotta be careful with these wolves. They might spot me, and I might lose like a second to the loads if they spot me, but that's not a big deal. But, alright. So we're approaching this little Nopon here. They're like cute little creatures here. Also, I have 2 little Nopons in my party, but we'll get to them a little bit later. So this is where we get introduced to the pond specters. So the pond specters are these cute little Nopons that replace replace chain attacks in this game. So instead of having a chain attack, you have these little QTE events that if you get like all of them, you get like an extra 60% damage, which is really nice, but it's really hard to get them all. And in order to actually activate these Pond Spectre attacks, you need 1 of each color flag. So you need 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 yellow. So we'll be collecting them, at least 3 Pond Spectres throughout the run. Although, like, the only Pond Spectre that that is, well, actually required to get is that little one there. You just get that one for free. So we just need a yellow one and a red one.
Right. To complete
so there's a yellow one right to my left here. She's kind of notorious in a previous route of the game. Her name's Elevin, and basically she has like a Sadi quest, which is incredibly annoying to do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like so much RNG to where the Sadi is located, and they're in the water too. So the problem is when we have a Nopon party member, and she's pretty short. So, and because she's pretty short, she like ends up swimming a bit. So some of her attacks like don't even hit because she's swimming.
Right, like if you need to attack on the edge of the water, like she can't join the party correctly, so she's basically useless.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So, and there's also you have to collect these moral cobs as well after the fact. So it's just a lot of RNG. We just ignore Element, but it's probably good to mention that because yeah, it's like she's there. We used to have her in the route, but we found a better Pond Spectre, and you'll see why. So what we're doing right now is we're collecting landmarks, so we don't have to collect them later, and this is overall faster.
Yeah, collecting landmarks in this game allows you to just fast travel to those locations, which is very, very useful.
Yeah, and fast travel is really fast in this game as well. It's absolutely fantastic. It's probably, like, Xenoblade fast travel is probably one of my favorite fast travel systems in the game. Oh my god, that Mongol is so close to the edge. Please don't spot me. Oh no, they spotted me. Oh no. The worst thing that the Chroma can do is it can actually bind me and freeze me in place, which is really bad. Fortunately, I got off the ledge. And I probably need to slow up. Oh no, I don't. Maybe? Yeah, I slowed up anyway. So what I just did there skips 2 minutes of walking. So behind me there is the Sculptor Lance landmark. And basically the normal way you're supposed to go around the area is like you go like around the pillar knoll area, and then you just walk through a gauntlet of enemies, and it's pretty spooky because you just like you just die very easily. But that little shortcut there just prevents a lot of danger and everything, and it's really nice.
Yeah, because you could see that Shulk sustained quite a bit of fall damage, and obviously,
that too.
like, yeah, if party leader dies, everybody does. So you just have to be careful with stuff like that. So this is like a nice little like nook to find to land on in order to kind of mediate that damage. And then as soon as you stand still and you're not in a battle, you just immediately regain health.
Yeah,
it's part of the reason why it's scary to be targeted by like high level enemies, because then you can get like they can do damage from pretty far out sometimes. Though I believe, would you say casual mode helps like mitigate that? Well, with enemy damage, yeah, it does. But yeah, we're in the what the community calls, because someone accidentally typed them in the chat, the Forbidden Husband.
It's a really fantastic name, a typo. So, yeah, we just go through that in order to get the Quarry Colonnade landmark, which is... We're going to that later, but for now, we're just going to... Oh, I got the fast jump down. That's really nice. Fall damage is based on your max HP. So, like, a percentage of your max HP. So, if you fall, like, pretty far, you can sustain, like, all your HP and you just instantly die. But if you, like, fall at the right time, you just, tank all that damage. Don't fall far enough, sorry. Still waking up.
It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a unique monster down there. We don't worry about unique monsters or fog monsters too much in this game. We just go straight to the story of the game. So right up here, we're going to do like a little special thing called a landmark warp, because landmarks tend to spawn you further along the area than normally. So, well, I even did it before the landmark popped up, so you can actually do that, provided that you time that correctly, because the pop-up doesn't appear until like after the fact. So yeah, that pushes me ahead and saves, like, depending on the landmark, it can save up to 7 seconds. But anyway, do we have any donations? Because that'll be a good time. Oh my god, the game teased me. That's one of the items that Eleven needs.
That you need. How unfair.
Wow. This game knows it's a marathon run. Anyway, yeah, if you have any donations for that, please read them out.
Yeah, of course. We did get $95 from Bree12am that says, "Hey, best of luck, AeonFrodo, with the Xenoblade run. I promised a donation per death in Meat Boy, so $5 per death should do. Thank you very much." Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. We also had $10 from Steph Stardust with no comment.
I should point out that some of these areas are in the main game, like Certain Sea Island. So you probably may recognize some of these areas from the main game if you just played the main game but haven't played Future Connected yet. So there is a little bit of familiarity in this. So we're approaching Alchemoth, which is Melia's home town, but it's in the main game. Let's say something drastic happened to it, so it's been abandoned. And now we're returning to it because we're investigating because apparently there was a laser beam that came from it that took our ship down, and we're investigating it right now. Anyway, we're going to get our red knop on here, our red flag pole inspector here. And I got really lucky because I only got one dialogue box there. And so when you take a quest, you get like affinity stuff. And the affinity depends on, and we don't have any affinity in the game, so you just get random like stuff.
Yeah, like in the base game, like there's depending on how high your affinity is, depends on like extra little bits that might be included. So in this one, you're saying it's just RNG?
Oh yeah, the locations of where where those feathers are is a bit of RNG. So sometimes it can be really close, or sometimes it can be really far apart from each other, but they're in like the same general vicinity. Also, we do like a bit of landmark warping here, so we can get closer to one of the feathers without having to walk a bit. It's only 2 seconds.
Yeah, now you can see how fast that actually is, the fast travel in this.
Yeah, pretty much it showcases how awesome the fast travel is in this game. So now we got our Red Pond Spectre. It's kind of important that you collect this Pond Spectre here because you can't return the outcome off until the very end of the game as well. Once you've done this, once you defeat this fog beast that we're about to fight up here. This will be our first battle outside the tutorial battle, so we're actually going to get a little tutorial thing that we're going to skip.
Oh,
which is
right.
really
Okay.
funny. Yeah, the game still thinks, yeah, this is your first combat, so pretty funny. So ideally, we want to use Slit Edge here in order to get defense down. Unfortunately, resisted it, which is, yeah. Okay, now use Cluster.
Because again, with it being a higher level, it would usually be more difficult, but casual helps a lot with this for the run.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty solid fight, I think. It's kind of hard to tell without my splits, but yeah, that felt pretty solid. And obviously, that battle wasn't too difficult in casual mode.
Yeah, the good thing about this game for the run is that like a lot of the fights that you could encounter, again, you can just with like literally how this game plays out, you can just kind of run past them.
Yeah, some enemies you can just, well, most enemies you can just run past.
You just run. There's just a lot like this is like travel to activate story so that she can get to the fights that really matter.
Oh, at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because especially with just still activating a couple more landmarks and things like that.
Yeah, this is going to be like our last little travel section of the game. So when we were in Alchemoth, we rescued the boy called Teal'c, and he's like a really smart kid who like does science experiments and stuff like that, and trying to discover. I'm trying to remember what he does, but he's basically trying to find a way to
turn some
research
monsters
into
back into not monsters.
Yeah, basically, without spoiling too much.
Right.
Also,
I was trying to think
there's
of
a good thing about the weather here as well.
Yeah.
So weather is random, and I don't have to worry about enemies that were here. So there's flying enemies, and I don't have to worry about them because the rain's here. So there's some flying enemies that don't spawn. There's also a auto run feature, so I can just like let the auto run feature do its thing and then have my hands off the controller. So yeah, and also that little jump there I did off the pillar knoll, that's a bit of a shortcut.
Gotcha. All right, so you're just hydrating right now?
Oh, I should probably actually. Good idea.
Should we get a quick donation in before the next thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Sure thing. I did want to mention we have opened the bonus game 2 milestone for $54,286.90, which is the donation total for Frost Fatales 2020. So bonus game 2 will be Bayonetta 2 by Gallisrini. So get your donations in for that, and that being a milestone goal means that is total cumulative throughout the whole marathon. So once we hit that total, we'll unlock the game.
Yeah, plus you can still like put your donations toward other incentives, so it's like double awesome.
Yeah, I should also mention if you want more Australian runners in, like, please, like, help to get that donation total up there, because, Gala's another Australian runner, so it would be cool to have more Aussies here. Anyway, we're just approaching the main town of Grandel. Grandel's like the main town on the Bar on the Shoulder, and this is where all the I guess refugees from around basically the world are here, but most especially the High Antia and the Machina. Anyway, we're gonna buy the Snaka Blocker for Nene. I should probably mention that the Nopons the party members that we have, they basically play like Ryan and Shala. We have the Ryan replacement, which is Nene. She'll be our third party member, and she's very good at taking aggro and making sure that Shulk doesn't get too hurt.
I believe, is that the only time you access a shop in the run, right?
Yes, absolutely. We just need to buy that for her. Basically, it increases her crit percent by 7%, which matters with building the party gauge. The main reason why we play as Shulk is so that we can build up our party gauge and we can use more Pawn Spectre attacks faster. So the big difference between casual and normal mode is that casual mode you can build up your party gauge a lot faster, which is why we play as Shulk. In normal mode, we actually play as Melia. We also, in normal mode, we have Kino as our other party member in normal mode, but in casual mode we have Nene. So those are the big differences between the difficulties. Anyway, we're going towards the Pawn Spectre that is the good choice.
Yeah, for the third one instead of the one that has all the RNG.
Yep, so this is Tutu. He'll say he's a good choice. He's absolutely correct. I got bad RNG with the text, but that's fine.
But you already got the item needed on the way.
Yeah, so it's really nice. So the game will explain that we have access to Pawn Spectre attacks now, which is fantastic. And now we're just gonna quick travel and continue the story. The next menu I'm gonna do is like the only menu I'm gonna do with upgrading my arts and everything. Also, yeah, shout out to Sonic Shadow Silver 2 for discovering that route because it is significantly better than the other one. Anyway, we're going to equip everything and upgrade our arts. So we upgrade armor, which is very important.
And then make some of these arts a little stronger.
Yeah.
Should we
upgrade Summon Flare a bit more than Summon Bolt because we care about damage over time a bit more than ED for damage. Okay. Oh, nope. Oh, I messed up. Okay. There we go. Was supposed to leave that menu early. Anyway. So now we have the Pro Neo fight, which is a bit of a meme. I'm hoping that it doesn't go too badly. Because you can't... It's difficult to die. But if you do, it's okay.
Right,
oh my
yeah,
God.
that's why there's a specific move that is not recommended to use for this fight just in case they decide to do like the one attack that they don't usually do, right?
Yeah, or you hold off on using Buster, which it did, and luckily I held off on using Buster.
Okay, good.
Otherwise that would have been very sad.
Yeah.
Also, this quick travel is kind of weird too, because sometimes it puts you on the marker and sometimes it doesn't. So it's a little bit random. So I just usually manually move my cursor. Instead of scrolling through the menu. This army fight is very, not very hard at all. The next fight though after this, oh, that's unfortunate. I don't like getting those. So those are Affinity Bursts. And sometimes you get them when a party does a good thing or does a bad thing, depending. And it happens at random. Anyway, so this next fight here is really important that I get my... This is the first use of our Pawn Spectre attack, so it's really important that I nail it.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
Oh no, breath of the move. That's pretty unfortunate.
Oh, I was going to say, do you think you're going to get him with the Pawn Spectres this time?
Oh, nice. I got all of them. So that last QTE is quick time event. Oh my god, he almost died.
Oh, so
wow.
Cool. Yeah. So there is a small chance that you can actually defeat him just with a Pawn Spectre attack like that. like right after your opening attacks. It's so amazing.
Oh, wow. That was a really amazing fight.
Yeah, that was really good.
No, this is not New Game Plus. This is Future Connected. This is like a small little side story for those that weren't here at the start. Anyway, this guy does not like talking to me sometimes, so fortunately he did. But yeah, that Galga fight went extremely well. So yeah.
It's got a bit more kind of walking. Should we toss in a donation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Well, we certainly have some donations coming in to read. We did get $25 from Roger that says, thank you for putting on these events to support Malala Fund. Thank you very much. Time for one more, maybe?
Yeah.
Awesome. We had another $25 with no comment from the Cat Umbrella. So thank you very, very much.
I would clarify this. I wouldn't say this game is essentially DLC because it's part of the definitive edition. It's more like a little expansion that's part of the game.
Yeah,
so you literally get it for free as part of the main game.
Yeah, exactly. I said DLC earlier, but I guess should have been like, oh, it's like free DLC, but yeah. Yeah. Expansion is a good way to put it.
So this walking section here is a little bit wild. So there's a lot of like moving parts to this walking section. And the main goal is we have to die at the end of it. So, Oh, I almost failed that jump. So I want to get aggroed by the egg. So that egg is about to hatch, but we're using it to get aggro. Then I'm going to get attacked by the unique monster, hopefully. Okay, cool. That's a high damage number. And I'm hoping I'm going to get attacked by some of these enemies here. I'm just going to go weave in between them. Please attack me. No. Okay. Sometimes they just attack you. They're just not mean today. So you can use Battle Soul here to reduce your HP. But I'm in combat, and I've got my party gauges too high. So I'd rather not do that. I'll let the battle continue on and Melly will revive me and that will be a bad thing. So yeah, I just let myself die there.
Yep.
Also, I should explain, I didn't speak to Ransom earlier because you don't actually need to speak to him until now because the ether the ether has spawned before you even need to speak to him. So it's a little oversight from the devs that you can just go there right away. Anyway, we're going to do a little bit of a boss rush, I guess, and fight this mammoth here. Now this mammoth, you're kind of on the time limit here. So hopefully I break him. Good. If I didn't break him, it would have been this fight would be very scary.
Right.
And he would like sumo stomp the entire party and basically topple everyone. Toppling makes you or the enemy immobile depending who gets the topple effect. In order to topple someone, you need to break them first, unless you're Melia and can use Starlight Kick.
Right.
Re-break your Starlight Kick.
So having her like equipped correctly and like paying attention to what she's doing in battle is going to be really helpful because you need to combine with her often to topple the enemy unless she somehow just decides to do it herself.
That rarely happens. So I got Weakening Howled instead of my party members, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Usually my party members get Weakening Howled, so yeah, wow. That rarely happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, for the spider fight, we're going to use Pond Spectres, but we're not going to use their full power here. Also, the person that oh, jeez, I need focus. This might be bad.
Did it not do enough?
I didn't do enough damage. Yeah, I just fumbled. That's fine.
Oh,
I can deal with it. Especially when this happens and I get Affinity Burst anyway. I might actually end up saving time over my PB here because I got the Affinity Burst. Because that makes the next fight faster.
Right, because you've already built up most of your gauge.
There and get Affinity Burst, yeah.
Yeah, for another one of those Pawn Spectre attacks.
Yeah. Also, you may have noticed that Shulk is saying, let's focus our efforts. That's me forcing the AI to do to be more aggressive in their attacks. Anyway, and that's by doing yeah. Sorry, I need to focus here. Nice connects on. Also, yeah, this dino has an instant death attack, but you won't see it.
Right, yeah, that's part of why you want to build up that Pawn Spectre attack.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait through it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, we're about to fight the final boss. I know, this is pretty fast.
Especially for a game that you would think like is as long as Xenoblade typically is.
Yeah.
Should we get in a donation before it starts?
Yeah, and also the big thing about this is like, I'm going to safety save because
right.
I don't want to. So for some reason, the quick travel doesn't like. The quick save. Sorry, the auto save. Oh my goodness, doesn't work properly here. Like you're supposed to get an auto save at that upcoming landmark, but it doesn't work out. Most of the time. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, have a quick donation. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. We had another $25 come in from Bookworm42 that says, Frame Fatales is an amazing group, and I have loved every event you put on. Thank you so much to everyone involved in putting on these great events.
Oh, love it. So much support. It's amazing.
Yeah, so the Fog King fight, it's really difficult, even on casual mode. It's quite a scary fight, and I can easily die to it if I'm not very careful. Anyway, I'm going to save. Yes, please save the game.
Yeah, so the Fog King has things that can, like, you can add buffs to your party and stuff. Fog King has things that can just get rid of that and then give themselves buffs and then topple your character for like a really long time. So you need to be careful and like watch your team.
Not just your own character, but the entire party.
The whole party, yeah. Right, so you have to be really aware of that because that can be really devastating.
Yeah, so I want to build up my party gauge as fast as I can here. I also need to hear Melia. Okay, good. I heard her Starlight kick, so I didn't hear. I saw her get ready. I'm like, oh god, I better get prepared for that because that's a fast way to build up party gauge and stuff like that when he's immobile.
Right. Is it this phase or the next one where you have to? We're gonna be trying to just.
Next phase is a bit more important.
Okay, right. Yeah, for a lot of this fight in general, you want to keep the aggro on Shulk.
Shulk and Nene, yeah. You don't want a melee at all.
Right, exactly. So you just have to be careful there and just keep focusing that attention and effort.
I'm a bit worried here. Oh my god, Melee just saved everyone's life there.
Oh my gosh. So we're building up more affinity. Yeah, and then we're going to go into a part 2.
Yeah, build up more of that gauge so we can be ready for phase 2. Phase 2 is the scary phase because that's when it pulls out all the stops. Hopefully it uses Erasing Mist. Oh my god, it used Mispress. That's spooky. So that topples your entire party, that move.
Oh no.
But luckily it was on Shulk, so I don't have to. So if it's on Shulk, okay, I'm just gonna blast him with Pawn Spectres.
Yeah, which is good because so one of her party members just came up and raised Shulk, which can do that, which is really nice. So you don't have to instead go help your teammate or just let them sit there. And then quickly built up that Pond Spectre attack, which is very important.
I need to heal myself up. I probably won't be able to do a daze, but that's fine. Because I didn't.
Yeah. But having, like, using this Pond Spectre attack, since it was, like, had a big area of effect, like, it helped get rid of the other circumstances around the Fog King, so she can put a lot more focus into this.
Yeah.
Makes it a little less scary.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't do full damage, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna Shadow Eye, which de-aggro Shulk, gets the aggro off Shulk. And I should be able to, time. Sorry, I should alert people when the time's coming up.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
Sorry. I'm just like, oh god, there's so much going on in the Fog King fight. So
that was really solid.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. Yeah, that was on the yeah, that was on the 3430. I consider that a very good time for this game. When you get like under a certain threshold, it becomes pretty difficult to PB because there's a lot of luck in this game.
Right.
Apart from the Pond Spectre, the Elven Pond Spectre, and yeah, it's just.
Well, like you said, without like one really big affinity boost, like that definitely helped save some time there. So that was really good.
Yeah, and yeah, the Fog King fight is very spooky. Like, so many things can go wrong. Like, so at the start of phase 2, the normal pattern that he does is oh god, it's usually Agnos Beam, and then you're forced to do the armor, and then he does a Racing Mist. It's kind of what we call the classic, where Fog King immediately removes your buff.
Right, which is really bad.
Yeah, yeah, it's very brutal.
Yes, that was good.
So,
and then factor in the like the fact that you also had to change Shulk's clothes after the timer started too. Then is even really less time than that.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this run went. Yeah, there's there's so much to explain with this game. In such a short amount of time. But yeah, hopefully we explained it well enough. It is a pretty, like, anyone can really pick up this game, which is the most wonderful thing if you have Definitive Edition, or if you're thinking about, like, speedrunning a Xenoblade game, but you don't want to, like, you don't want to have a bigger time investment.
Right.
Yeah, so...
You have this? Yeah, plus, like, playing through it casually for the first time, like, it's really charming. There's a lot of good stuff in here. And again, like, it's like, kind of labor of love. And then, I'm looking at Shulk and his resort
the
gear.
outfits show up in the cutscenes, by the way. So, yeah, if you're just seeing Shulk in his swimming
so good.
outfit.
Yeah, well, GG. This was really awesome.
All right.
Congrats on a good run.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for having me. I'll be on again with Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is going to be on an amazing time for me. I'm saying that sarcastically, if you can't pick that up. But yeah, thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
That was yet another amazing run by AeonFrodo. I'm not super familiar with the Xenoblade games myself, but Frodo always gets me excited for them with her runs, and this one was no exception. We had a ton of donations coming in there. You all, as you can see, we pushed past $38,000, so thank you all for that. Let's read some of those donations. We had $25 from Zvar that says, "It has been an awesome event so far. Shoutouts and thank you to everyone involved. This donation goes to the Forbidden Memories run with Skybills later today, which I sadly cannot watch live. Cursed be the time zones." And would it be rough having a Silent Hill 2 run without showing off the dog ending? That was a good one. I appreciated that. Yes, it would be rough. I have to say the dog ending is easily the cutest ending of Silent Hill. We also had $25 from Pete that says dog ending. So I see that everybody is very excited for that ending, as you should be. We also had $10 from Crunch Prank that says 38K height. Way to go, everyone. And stay tuned. We're going to go to a short break here so everybody gets some stretching in, get some water, listen to your body, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. During that time, we had $50 come in from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you very much. And we had another $50 from Fierce Deity that says, had to donate during this gem of a game with an absolutely fantastic soundtrack. Good luck on the run, and don't forget, it's rain time. I would also like to mention real quick that we are working with the Yeti again, as always. The Yeti will be donating $5 per Flame Fatale's shirt sold to Malala Fund. You can find those shirts at theyeti.com. I was looking at the shirts, and this year's is amazing. It looks incredible. And one of my favorite touches, I have to say, has to be the Frame Fatales logo on the sleeve. It looks really, really cool, and you should really get that shirt. Next time we're able to have an in-person event, I want to see everybody out there sporting those shirts. We also had $25 from Anonymous with no comment. And with that, I think we are ready to move on to Monolith with Caleria. So let's go.